Hello, my narcissistic abuse family. I have a great topic today. It's an update, basically. I have all these awesome topics to go over and discuss, but I keep getting sidetracked by the loser narcs that won't leave me alone. So, I know it's kind of erratic. My last update was like, I was kind of feeling some type of way. The one prior to that, I was like, I couldn't care less. I'm in a great place. This is the nature of narcissistic abuse recovery, right? It's like, it's a roller coaster, man. Sometimes we're fine. Sometimes it just irritates us, I guess. And the goal, where I thought I was, is just to get to the place where you don't react. You're indifferent. Like, that is ideal. Because narcissists feed off of our reactions. These people are so feeble, so immature, and they have these inferiority, inadequacy complexes that they need to elicit responses from other people in order to substantiate themselves, in order to feel powerful or like they matter. It's insane, it's ridiculous, and to any healthy, mature adult, it's preposterous. But we're dealing with narcissists. They're disordered, severely disordered. This is the nature of the beast. So anyway, I was like, prior to receiving that last correspondence, I was like, yeah, I couldn't care less, like they showed up at our house. They were like bombarding us with emails and text messages. I couldn't care less. Delete. But then this last, like I said, I was PMSing, so I have to factor that in. Excuse the extra information there, but it is a factor. It just hit me the wrong way. I was really irritated by it, I guess you could say. I was just like, just leave me alone, man. It's like, here's what got me. I was like, for all of these years, these monsters targeted me, and I was the black sheep, so I was constantly being bashed, being put down, being made to feel like there's something wrong with me, right? And I'm like, I finally broke free from them. They bash you and bash you, make you feel like you're the piece of crap, but then when you try to leave, they won't let you go, right? It's like, where's the camera? I thought it was up here. There it is. Yes. I'm sorry. There it is. Okay. It's like you try to leave and they won't leave you the heck alone. It's like, leave me alone. These people are incessant bullies. That's what it comes down to. I said in my last video, it's just harassment at this point. It's like, they're just trying to beat me back into compliance. They just keep repeating the same behaviors, saying the same things, expecting a different result. That's the definition of insanity. So these people keep, their narrative, of course, is that I am somehow the villain. There's something wrong with me. It's always me. It couldn't possibly be them. So, they're just, so why do you want anything to do with me then? They've said, I need mental health. I need mental help. I have anger issues. Whatever they could come up with to evade any type of accountability on their part. Couldn't possibly be them. It's me. So, it just really rubbed me the wrong way with this last, like, is she sent it in the mail. And then I finally was just like, what are you doing? Like, why do you care? Like, I don't care. I got to a place where, like, oh, we had a wonderful Christmas. Me, my husband, our children, our dog. We couldn't be happier. Couldn't be happier. We all had COVID. Fine, man. Like, we survived. Thank God. But it was just like, these are my people. Like, my husband and I love each other so genuinely. And I'm so grateful. I thank God every day. And I think about what I witnessed growing up in the narc den and the toxic duo. You know, they're always claiming that they're so in love and whatever. No, they're not, man. They haven't, like, touched each other or kissed each other in decades. They do not have a substantial love there. I just made a reel about this. It's like narcissists, they don't have the capacity to feel genuine, authentic love. So they reduce the concept to like a quantifiable, tangible term. So they equate love to loyalty. You know, you have to stand by me blindly, unflinching, no matter how screwed up and wrong I am, you have to be by my side. And that is what they believe love to be. So, toxic duo, tried and true, has that, 100 times over. The enabler is her, biggest supporter, and vice versa. Like, all day long, they're just loyal to the death to one another. It's gross. Anyway, so sorry, I'm still getting over COVID, but what I was saying was like, oh my goodness, I had so much fun with my family last night, with my husband and our kids. Joe and I have like date night every weekend, and we were hanging out last night having a great time, and our kids were hanging out with us. It was so cool. Like, we love it. We love them. We love our children. We welcome them to be a part of our lives. We always want to be a part of their lives. It was so much fun. Our kids were doing impersonations of us. If you've never done this, it's awesome. It is a laugh and a half. It's so great. Nobody knows you better than your kids, your real family, right? So they were so accurate and hysterical. We were losing it. It was so much fun. So I had so much fun with Joe and my kids last night. And I was just like, this is what it's all about. And like, the narcs are so miserable. All they want to do is create drama. And that has been their strategy from day one, right? It's like they want to distract you from being happy, distract you from living an awesome life. So it's like, I started getting away from these jerks, and like it's been like, I guess 3 years now. So 2019, I came to realize this is what I was dealing with, narcissists. And then in August 2019, I finally started to distance myself. I initially used Gray Rock, but that, depending on the kind of narcs you're dealing with, like engulfing or ignoring, that'll only get you so far because they'll flip out. You'll encounter a narcissistic rage. They don't like not getting their way. They will just attack you. So that happened to me for sure. So then I was finally like, all right, forget it. We're just going no contact. I don't want anything to do with these people. So that was August 2019. So here we are in January 2022. So I spent, Joe and I, our kids, our family, 2019, 2020, 2021, all of these holiday seasons, we were together as a family without worrying about the toxic duo infringing on our happiness. And it was freaking awesome. It was beautiful. Everything a holiday should be, you know, like your family is your safe place, like comfort, fun, loving, like, oh my goodness, everything I did not have growing up, right? So the toxic duo is feeling particularly bad for themselves because they don't have access to us and our unlimited supply. So they're really lashing out and like hoovering and all that stuff. And like I said, it got me last week because I was like, just leave me the heck alone. But then I was like, don't let them bother you. I realized it again. I was like, I am happier than I've ever been. My husband and I say that. Like, life isn't easy, you know, like I'm in this stupid wheelchair, you can't see, but it's like, it's hard, but that's how grateful we are. That's how blessed we are, that our blessings far surpass the challenges that we have. And the narcs, the toxic duo, whatever, they are so miserable. They just come from a place of misery. They don't ever want to get out of it. They just stew in it and they just want to bring everyone else down with them. And that's where we, you know, draw the line. We get out, and that's what we've done. And I'm thrilled about it. I couldn't be happier. And like I said, my husband and I, our kids, our dog, you hear him on the floor. We couldn't be happier. And I'm so grateful and I'm so blessed. And I really feel like it's been, you know, this time since I have separated from them, we'll say a good solid 2 years, you know, in the beginning, like I'm editing my book, in the beginning, I was like, gosh, it was still very fresh, and all of the toxic programming is still very much like active, unfortunately, within your psyche. And it's just a matter of getting over it, moving on from it. And the more time you give yourself away from these jerks, these monsters, the easier it is. And it's awesome. You know, life is so good, and we have the capacity to experience and appreciate genuine love. Just because these people don't, they do not have a right to try to take that away from us, which is what they were doing all this time. So, I'll be back with a different topic next week. I'm sorry, I just wanted to address this again because it's such a roller coaster, man. It's like, just get to the place where they don't affect you. Don't let them affect you. Easier said than done, I know, because I was affected. But I've come to a agreement, you know, with my husband. Like, I just don't want to know about it. They can try to, you know, hoover all they want. I don't want to know about it. I don't want anything to do with it. Leave me alone. I'm freaking thrilled. I'm happy. I love my real family and this beautiful life that we share. So, if you've never had your kids do impersonations of you, do it. It is so fun. We had such a good time. So, all right, you guys, I love you all so much. And please like, subscribe, share with anyone you think would benefit from this. I love you all, and I will be back with another video.